Hey stars, welcome back to another video that I am doing about talking about things that are daily life, things that are hard for people that have these certain things that are happening to them, or if they are, or if they have a prosthetic, or if they're a burn victim, or if sports and how they affect daily life with a prosthetic, bullying, and learning disabilities. Today we are going to be talking about all that today. The first thing that we are going to be talking, you might not see my face, but I'll be talking. The first thing we're going to talk about is bullying. Bullying means rapidly using aggressive behavior or imitations, often involving power and place to intentionally hurt, scare, or control someone physically, verbally, socially, or online. Cyberbullying. I've been bullied before. I was called cripple fingered, no skin girl, and also got told to go fall down the stairs without my prosthetic on. I kept on getting bullied because of the way I looked and stuff like that. It's not nice for somebody to bully someone because of how they look, or because of what they look like, or because they have like a disability. Like, you shouldn't, because like you might also have a disability too, because it's not fun to make fun of someone that has a disability. Because I have a disability, and I have like a lot of disabilities, but we're not gonna get into that. But you don't want to bully someone because of the way they look. You don't want to bully them because they have like hand problems, or if they're in a wheelchair or whatever. That's not even nice. And cyberbullying, I've also been cyberbullied by many different people. That is not nice. You don't want to put hate comments on someone's video or a TikTok or other stuff like that because it hurts their feelings. Like, we don't want to do that here. This is a nice, calm, collected channel that I'm making to help people understand what it's like to have daily things that are happening to them, or happened to their kids, or happened to somebody that they know. Like, I'm trying to help you guys out. But if someone's bullying you, try to reason with them first, and if they don't want to reason, then go tell someone, because like, that's not nice. And if someone doesn't want to do anything about it, then I guess you're gonna have to resort to doing it by yourself. Which, I'm not talking about physical, verbally, or emotionally abusing someone. I'm talking about just kill them with kindness. Kindness is key. Kill them with kindness. Moving on. The next one that we're going to talk about is learning disability. Learning disability means issues with processing memory or attentions, like ADHD, or involve difficulties like comprehension, organizations, or processing sounds or visuals, impacting academic and daily tasks. So, let me just continue reading before I get into this. So, it says, I have a learning disability. It's hard for me to pay attention and comprehend problems. I may look like I'm the smartest girl around, but I'm really not. I can't really organize things. I have ADHD, which is really bad, and then I have memory problems and processing problems. ADHD is not really that bad. It's just, it kind of, how do I put this? It kind of affects your daily life, because when you have ADHD, you can't stop moving. You have to keep on moving and stuff like that. Like, it's not really like what you want it to be and stuff like that. And like, you're wondering like why you're so hyper all the time. You're wondering why you are that. I also have ADD, which is attention disorder. I don't really know. So, moving on, because I don't want to stay on one topic for too long, because we have four other topics to talk about today, and some of them are going into talking about things that either happened to someone or something like that. And we're also going to talk about how school is letting kids down. We're going to talk about that after I talk about this one thing that we're going to talk about, which we're going to talk about the one that I'm going to talk about now for quite a while. So let me just get into it, because I feel like I'm just talking too much, and I don't want to talk too much, because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to see a burn victim talking about things that you don't want to hear. But like, trust me, these are going to help you in the long run. Just trust me. Burn victim means someone who has suffered a traumatic injury to the skin and underlying issues from the heat, chemicals, electricity, or radiation, ranging from superficial redness to destruction of all skin layers, often required excessive medical care, rehabilitation, or for physical and psychology recovery. The severity degree depends on death, causing symptoms like pain, blisters, swelling, peeling skin, charring, and potential nerve damage. Which, as you can see, I was in a fire when I was 5 years old. I am 75% burns on my body because someone else set my house on fire when I was 5 years old, because they were sending threat text messages to my dad because of a certain situation that I'm not going to get into, because I'm not really ready to. And when I am ready, and when my mom's ready, we're going to come on here and talk about how it was like for us when the fire happened, and how we got into like certain situations and stuff like that. We're gonna explain that in like probably the near future when we're ready. But right now we're not ready. But this channel is a safe place for anybody who wants to talk about stuff. And I'm always here. I'm always here for anybody that wants to talk. I can talk to you guys. You guys can I have Discord if y'all want to add each other on Discord. I have Snapchat if y'all want to talk on Snapchat. I have Facebook, and I also have regular messages. But let me know, because I am a good listener, and I can say things that help people out. And yeah. Let me know in the comments if I talk too much while I'm trying to explain things, because I feel like I do. But I'm trying to just let you guys know that I'm here for you guys, and that I'm here to listen, and I want to do what's best for you guys, and I want to help you guys out. That's all I'm trying to say. Moving on. Schools are letting kids down is a criticism of education system, implying that it is a failing to prepare children academically, socially, or emotionally for the future. This sentiment stems from various perceived shortcomings and challenges with the education environment. In other words, schools are letting kids down because they honestly don't really care about the kids like they used to. Some schools care about kids, that's why they have strict rules. And some schools don't, because it's really hard for kids, because kids are vaping and smoking weed and vaping weed pens inside the school bathroom, and people aren't really doing anything about that. Which I've been to schools, and the school I'm in now does not do that. But I've been in 2 schools that do that, and it's what the fuck? But schools don't have to care about students, because students are allowed to do whatever they want to. It does not matter. We as children, as adults, because I'm 18 and I'm an adult, And like kids, like you guys can do what you want to do. It's totally up to you. But just know vaping like shortens your lifespan and it hurts you even more and stuff like that. But smoking weed is not really that bad. I wouldn't really know. But yeah. People with prosthetic arms and legs. Individuals who are of artificially limbs prosthesis to replace missing limbs are either from amputation due to an injury, disease like diabetes or cancer, or congenital limb differences, enabling them to regain metabolism, performing daily tasks, engaging in hobbies. Having a prosthetic arm and leg is kind of difficult because you can't do much stuff as other people are doing. Like you can't do sports, which I'm going to get into that in a second. Going to be like how sports affect daily life with people who have prosthetic arms and legs. As much as I want to do cheerleading, I can't because I have a prosthetic leg and a prosthetic arm. It's kind of hard for that. It is kind of hard to have a prosthetic arm and leg because it takes away your daily activity. And like sometimes with like, as you can see, I have like a missing arm. I have a missing foot. And it's kind of hard because I want to be able to put my own hair up. That's why my hair short because I can't put my hair up. And it's easier to maintain. And so these topics are kind of a little hard for me to talk about a little bit, but it's fine. This is helping mentally, talking about these stuff and these situations to people, because it's easier for people to understand. It's easier for people to understand me and understand other people, so they're not bullying them or understanding why it's so difficult for people. Sports affecting daily life with people who have prosthetic legs and arms. Children with prosthetics can participate in various sports and physical activities, from team sports to individual pursuits. These activities offer physical benefits and foster confidence, teamwork, and sensitive achievements. To be honest, it is hard with a prosthetic arm and leg. There are some disadvantages and some advantages. So let's get on with the disadvantages. Disadvantages doing sports with a prosthetic leg and arm. That you can't do cheerleading because they think that it's a danger to other students because it could fall off. Second of all, you don't have much stability that people have without it. Advantages to having a prosthetic in sports: you can have a prosthetic that you can run with, but you could do for football, soccer. You could do all that stuff with it. I wanted to do cheerleading last year or the year before, I think. I wanted to do cheerleading, but they said that I couldn't because prosthetic legs could fall off while you're doing cheer and you don't have much stability, like stableness, stuff like that, and it's kind of hard and stuff like that. But I'm only on here, well, now I'm going to talk about why I'm on here and posting videos. Because I'm posting videos because I want people to understand why it's hard for people with daily lives and discussing like things that are like hard for people, discussing if things are hard, discussing like things that are like tricky for them, talking about like if you're like a burn victim like me and you're watching my videos, just know life can go on further than you think. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on your depression if you had depression. Don't dwell on that because then it'll get better. Because you're only depressed for about 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes later you're fine. So don't dwell on the past. Don't go to people and be like, oh my gosh, my depression is getting really, really bad. Well, actually do go to people for that. But don't be going to people being bullying to people, being bullying and saying oh my gosh, she has depression and shit like that. You don't want to do that to people because that hurts them even more. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye, stars.